Welcome to all the students. Friends, today we discuss about Unit 13. It deals with land revenue system and agrarian relations from 700 to 1200 CE. Now we discuss about Unit 13. It deals with land revenue system and agrarian relation from 700 to 1200 CE. And Unit 14, it deals with social structure and gender relations from 700 to 1200 CE. So first we discuss about Unit 13. Early medieval started with consolidation of peasants' activities and state motivated by Brahmanical ideology, structure, and institutions. The dynamic age of 700 to 1200 CE showed significant changes in land, revenue, and agrarian relations due to the transformation and expansion of Indian polity, economy, and culture. এই সমୟରେ এই 700 ରୁ 1200 খ্রিস্টাব্দରେ অনেক গুড়ে পরিবর্তন হয়েছি। জমি জমা সংক্রান্তীয়রে রাজস্ব দিগরে অনেক গুড়িয়ে পরিবর্তন হয়েছি। Several Marxist historians stress upon substantial changes in socio-economic and political processes due to land grants. विशेष भाव में सेतेबेले लैंड ग्रांट दिया जाउथिला पिजांस माननको एवं फेउडाल लॉर्ड्स माननको मध्ये दिया जाउथिला। फेउडाल लॉर्ड्स माने तांकर पिजांस माननको जमीन दउथिले एई भली धारारे चलीथिला सेतेबेले। In other words, the revolutionary changes in land revenue system and agriculture are termed as the beginning of Indian feudalism from 700 CE. भारतीय सामंत प्रथार अभ्युदय है एवं अनेक गुड़े परिवर्तन देखादेला जमी रे, राजस्व आदाय रे, कृषि कार्य रे एवं विप्लवात्मक परिवर्तन सब है। भारत रे भारतीय सामंत प्रथार अभ्युदय है। Land became a significant source of revenue and kings also donated land to individuals and institutions for their service to the empire. The system of land grant became an all-India feature by 1200 CE and incorporated almost all kinds of lands such as fertile lands, semi-fertile, unfertile, pastures, and other ecological kinds. Religious institutions and communities also emerged as landed magnates. The kings granted them land for their favor and service. राजा माने रिलीजियस अनुष्ठान गुड़ी को कम्युनिटीज गुड़ी को लैंड ग्रांट दौथिले एवं लैंड ग्रांट देइकरी से माने अनेक गुड़िए विकास मूलक उन्नति मूलक कार्य करा जाउथिला। ब्राह्मणस, टेम्पल्स, government officers and royal kinsmen benefited most by land grant and emerged as landlord. Land became valuable as private property in 700 to 1200 CE as compared to ancient India. The rights of use, mortgage, resale, and gift were acquired with the land, and the donors were free to use it. We have some land sale records of the post-Gupta, the Chola periods. The property rights emerged in undeveloped areas in phases with gradual agrarian development. Now we discuss land grants. Indian culture has a rich tradition of gift or dana to Brahmins. ब्राह्मण मानन को दान देबा हमर भारतीय संस्कृति रे एक प्रथा अछि, एक ट्रेडिशन परंपरा अछि, जेउथरे कि निय को पुण्य बोली मने करा जाउथिला. Religious institutions as the surest means of acquiring merit पुण्य एवं पाप मुक्त हेबा पई दान दिया जाउथिला. धार्मिक अनुष्ठान माननकु ब्राह्मण माननकु दान दिया जाउथिला निजे पुण्य पाइबा पई एवं पापर मुक्त हेबा पई. There were several items of gifts such as food, grain, paddy, gold, money, land, garden, home, cow, plows, oxen. ये सब दान दिया जाउथिला. शस्य दान दिया जाउथिला, स्वर्ण मुद्रा दिया जाउथिला, जमी दान करा जाउथिला, घर दिया जाउथिला, काओ, गाई, बळद ये सब मध्य दान हिसाब रे ब्राह्मण माननकु दिया जाउथिला. जोथर कि पुण्य मने करा जाउथिला, निज पुण्य मने करा जाउथिला एवं निजर पाप क्षय होउथिला. The donation of land was a part of Indian tradition which became popular in 700 to 1200 CE due to changed economic situation. Inscription and religious literature mention grants of cultivable land to Brahmins as the best of all types of gift. जो चाष करा जमी चाष करिया पई जमी दिया जाउथला ब्राह्मण माननकु चाषोपयोगी जमी दिया जाउथला जोंतरे कि सेटा गोटे गिफ्ट मानक भितरे एई उपहार मानक भितरे सर्वश्रेष्ठ उपहार थिला. Politically, land grants expanded the resource base of the ruler. In northern Deccan and Andhra, in the 6th to 7th century, the land grants covered also eastern and western India. South India came in contact with land grants in the 8th to 9th century. Till the end of the 13th century, the land grant system became a uniform and universal feature in the entire Indian subcontinent. So we can divide land grants broadly into categories. दुई भाग रे दुईटी श्रेणी रे हम विभक्त करि परिबा लैंड ग्रांट को रिलीजियस एवं जोटा कि रिलीजियस में सेकुलर अवार्ड्स. स्पिरिचुअल गिफ्ट्स इंक्लूड ब्रह्मदेय, देवदान, अग्रहरस, मंगलम, which was started by the ruling dynasties and subsequently followed by chiefs, officials and feudatories. देवदान करिबा, अग्रहर्ष बा मंगलम, ब्रह्मदेय ए सबु राजवंशर व्यक्ति माने शासन करुवा वंशर राजा माने तांकर परिवार लोक माने से माने दान करुथिले पुण्य पाइबा पई. ता सहित जो ऑफिशियल्स बा पदाधिकारी एवं सामंत राजा माने से माने दान करथिले भूमि दान करथिले so Devodan was land given to temples monasteries and other religious establishments देवदान भी करा जाउतला दान जमी दान करा जाउतला देवदान टेम्पल्स बा मंदिर मानकु मठ मानकु एवं अन्य धर्मीय अनुष्ठान गुडी को जमी दान करा जाउतला both Brahman and non-Brahmans. The institutions such as Brahmodeas and temples played an essential role in the development and expansion of the agrarian base. Consolidation of state power, Byzantization of Sudraj, and social differentiation. Secular grants were made from the 7th century onwards for secular purposes to officials and royal kingsmen who were assisting the king in administration and defense. राजकीय पदाधिकारी मानक मध्य दान दिया जाउथला जमी दान दिया जाउथला से माने जो राजकार्य रे राज्य शासन रे सहाय्य करुथिले सैन्य भाव रे सेनापति भाव रे युद्ध समय रे राजा को सहाय्य करुथिले प्रतिरक्षा जो डिफेन्स ए सबु दिगरे से माने काम करुथिबारु एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन एवं डिफेन्स दिगरे काम करुथिबारु से मानकु जमी दान दिया जाउथला सेटा होछि secular type secular awards. We find frequent references to awards to ministers, kingsmen, military commanders, and other between the 10th and the 12th century from Tamil Nadu, Bengal, Bihar, Gujarat, Rajasthan, Assam, and Orissa, etc. Officials enjoyed income from their land grant. ऑफिसर माने बा पदाधिकारी माने राज कर्मचारी माने से माने लैंड ग्रांट हारो से माने तांकर जो आदाय इनकम पाई पारुथिले एवं ताकु से माने उपभोग करुथिले. It is important because it created another class of landlords other than Brahmins. Then rights to land. The Marxist historian critically perceived that no private individual could hold land as a matter of absolute right, because the king was the ultimate owner with superior rights. तो जमीदान दिया जाउथिला मार्क्सिज्म उपलब्धि कले जे सेटा कहारी घरोई व्यक्तिगत जमी नथिला से जमी सहित राजा को मध्य तांको ओनर भाव रे संश्लिष्ट करा जायतिला. Yagyaballak Brihaspati mentioned 4 grades of land rights. कौन कौन महिपति, क्षेत्र स्वामी, कर्षक, the subtenant. Peasants remained the owner of their lands, but the pattern of lands ownership changed. Land grant damaged the independent position of peasants through the establishment of superior rights over land. पिजान मान पाखरे जो जमी थिला संपूर्ण भाव रे तांकर अधिकार नथिला, सेथिरे तांकर स्वाधीनता नथिला. Independent landlords transferred into tenants and became a class of subordinated peasants. 800 CE onwards, the king started providing proprietary rights with fiscal and administrative right to feudal lords. सामंत राजा मानू जमी दिगला जमी देकरी मालिकत्व दिगला एवं राजस्व संक्रांतीय आय व्यय हिसाब से लैंडलॉर्ड मानू जमीदार मानू सामंत मानू से सब सुविधा दिगला now we discuss about the revenue system. The revenue system was under great pressure because of the feudal economy. सेते बेले जेहेतु सामंत माने जमी नौथिले जमी देउथिले एवं राजस्व आदाय करबा से जमीरू अति कष्टकर हो जाउथिला king and feudal lords both collected revenue mostly in terms of kind. राजा माने एवं सामंत माने से माने उभय जिनिस आकार रे कर आदाय करथिले. The feudal lords had the right to collect revenues from their donated lands, which was transferred by the king. In the beginning, they were paying a fixed share of the total revenue to the king. राजन को कर दउथिले लैंडलॉर्ड्स माने feudal lords माने कर दउथिले गोटे फिक्स कर थिला सेते बेले किंतु परवर्ती समय रे started keeping soldiers for that share which was supplied to the king whenever he demanded. राजा जेते बेले डिमांड करथिले जे तांकर सैनिक मानक भरण पोषण पई सेते बेले मध्य तांकु कर देबाकू पड़िथिला. In between 700 to 1200 CE, the state charged several taxes and levies on the independent peasant, artisans, merchants and others. एमानंकु कर भार रे भाराक्रांत कर दिया गला. कृषक मानंकु कारीगर मानंकु जो मैंने हाथ काम करुले हाथ रे बुणुले मार्चेंट बणिक मानंकु कर देबा पड़िला. The land grant charters reflect taxes, dues and levies collected by the state, since king cautiously mentioned their name in the record, which was getting transferred to the feudatories. Historian Lalami Gopal provides the list of some important taxes. अनेक गुड़िए गुरुत्वपूर्ण कर देबाकू पड़ुथिला. भोग भाग कर उपकार उपकार उपरि कर हिरण्य उड्रंग फाली कर ए भली अनेक कर देबाकू पड़ुथिला. In addition to these, sometimes a particular king also impose extra tax for some special purpose. अनेक समय रे जने जने राजा तांकर आवश्यक पाई से माने अधिक कर आदाय करुथिले पिजान मानक थारु आर्टिसान्स मानक थारु एवं मार्चेंट मानक थारु. Kings provided superior rights to feudal lords to collect all taxes. Feudal lord मानंकु सामंत राजा मानंकु राजा तांकु अनेक गुड़िए क्षमता देथिले सुविधा देथिले कोन करिया पई राजस्व आदाय करिया पई. Regular tax, irregular, fixed and traditional payments from the inhabitants of granted villages. The list of taxes in the inscription has no end because it ends with the expression of adi or adicam meaning etc. अनेक गुड़िए कर जो कि सीमा नथिला ताहा जिते बेले दरकार करुथिले से माने मन इच्छा गोटे गोटे कर लदी दउथिले ए साधारण लोक मानक ऊपर कर भार रे कृषक माने बणिक माने कारीगर माने से माने भाराक्रांत हो जाउथिले कर भोग भाग कर उपरिकार एभली अनेक कर होई सारी आगरू The land grant chapters ask the peasants to carry out orders of the landlords as disobedience amounted to treason, महाद्रोह जो माने कर दौ नथिले से माने दोषी हो जाउथिले द्रोही हो जाउथिले भयरे कर दउथिले The right of extracting horses labor history became regular in early medieval India, exercised by the Brahmanas and other donors of lands, such as officials, village authorities, and others. The village was also the lowest unit of tax collection, but an important one. गाँव थिला कर आदाय करने एक छोट यूनिट गाँव प्रथम कर आदाय करा जाउथिला villages provided maximum revenue to the state and the lord राष्ट्र को बा राज्य को एवं सामंत माननकु कर देउथिले उच्च धरणर कर दिया जाउथिला amount of taxes were paid through a large part of the surplus which was collected by the headman गाँव मुखिया जे थिले से कर आदाय करुथिले जो मन को जमी दिया जाइथिला कृषक मानक ठारू कर आदाय करुथिले एवं सामंत मानकु कर देउथिले The Brahmodeya villages were generally exempted from various taxes or dues. जो ब्राह्मदेय विलेज गुड़ाक थिला ब्राह्मण अधिवासी माने थिले से माने जो कर देबारु वंचित थिले आमे जानिबा जे agrarian relations between land and cultivators became complex with the advent of feudalism. सामंत प्रथा अभ्युदय होगा द्वारा जो जमी जमा संक्रांत रे So peasants possessed the land, but they had paid to pay rent in cash, kind, and labor to the feudal lords. Peasants mane, कृषक mane अर्थ आकार रे कर दउथिले, जिनिस आकार रे कर दउथिले एवं समय समय रे निजे सामंत मानक अधीन रे फेउडाल लॉर्ड्स मानक अधीन रे श्रमिक भाव रे काम करुथिले. The landlords collected surplus not with the object of promoting agriculture or the economic growth of the kingdom, but mainly for their consumption. अनेक समय रे लैंडलॉर्ड्स माने से माने अर्थ आदाय करुथिले, कृषिर उन्नति पाई नथिला, तांकर निज किंगडम रो मध्य राज्यर मध्य उन्नतिमूलक विशेष भाव रे देखा देउ नथिला, वरन निज पाई अनेक समय से माने खर्च करुथिले. फार्मर produced not in response to the market but according to the needs of the landlords. कृषक माने फार्मर्स माने से माने राज्यर उन्नति पाई चिंता करुथिले सत, किंतु प्रकृत रे सही कर अर्थ बा जिनिस राज्य बा राष्ट्र को जई पार नथिला. वर्तमान में जानिबा जे लैंड ओनरशिप इन ट्राइबल, वाइल्ड, barren, coastal and borderland through land grants were the main reasons behind the development of agriculture in new areas. To meet the increased need of resources, king, princes, chiefs and government officials of Tamil Nadu, Odisha, Assam, Andhra, Telangana, Bengal, Karnataka and Rajasthan extended patronage to agriculture and brought improvement in irrigational facilities, which strengthened this process. Several early medieval Indian rulers constructed a large number of reservoirs for the development of agriculture. There were irrigational facilities were there for the development of agriculture, production, crop production. So Sagara, the reservoirs known as Sagara, Samudra, Bharidi, ये सब नाम रे नामित करा जाउथला. South Indian rulers of the Pallava Chola periods, the Rashtrakuta and the Kakatiya dynasty were famous for the construction of large tanks and used the Swiss square device in it to boost crop production. शस्य उत्पादन पाई पल्लव चोला पीरियड का समय रे, राष्ट्रकूटଙ୍କ समय रे, काकतीय वंश समय रे अनेक गुड़िए काम होइछि, जेमिति बड़ बड़ टांकी तैयारी करिबा, पोखरी तैयारी करिबा एवं स्विस केनाल सब तैयारी करिबा. ए सब काम पानी रखिबा पाई, पानी को संरक्षण करिबा पाई ए सब करा जाउथला. The spread of Vedic Shastri Puranic ideas and land grants led to the formation of agrarian settlement. Agrarian settlement. The locality and sub-regional levels all over India, which led to strengthening of the authority of ruling dynasty, the legitimation of the social order and cultural integration over more extensive areas. Bengal under the Palas and Senas, Odisha under the Somavanshi king and later Gangas, Western Ganga and Hoyasala of Karnataka, Tamil Nadu during the Pallava, Pandya and Chola times reflect this development. ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଉନ୍ନତିମୂଳକ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ହେଇଥିଲା ଏଇ ଯେଉଁ ଜମି ଜମା ସଂକ୍ରାନ୍ତରେ ଜମି ଜମା ବନ୍ଦୋବସ୍ତରେ rural settlement in early medieval India were the hub of all activities. ସେଗୁଡ଼ିକୁ ଗ୍ରାମ ପଲ୍ଲୀ ବା tribal village ପାଟକ a hamlet near a larger village ଘୋଷ ଏ ସବୁ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ activities ଦେଖାଯାଉଥିଲା rural settlement ଥିଲା ଗାଁରେ ସବୁ ଥିଲା ଏ ସବୁ ଏବଂ ସେ ଗାଁରୁ ରାଷ୍ଟ୍ର ରାଜା ମାନେ ସାମନ୍ତ ମାନେ ଅନେକ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ ପାଉଥିଲେ ସୁବିଧା ପାଉଥିଲେ agricultural activities dominated early medieval economy. The system of land grants made economic dependent on agriculture. With the decline in the non-agrarian sectors such as trade, long-distance commerce and craft. The early medieval agrarian economy was highly complex. It was overshadowed by feudal economy, which we have studied in the above sections. North India agrarian economy became more and more feudalized. But South India presented independent peasant regions such as Naduj. Naduj are managed by the Natar, organizing themselves into assemblies. Land grants in Naduj issued with the consent of the Natar, and later they used to execute the donation. The Brahmanas and the dominant peasants, Bhellals, allied in the production process. The Brahmanas, the religious institutions like temples and monasteries, the higher caste with lots of land, officials and holders of superior rights to property became the central figure in the organization and function of the early medieval agrarian economics. Brahmana mane धर्मीय अनुष्ठान सबू केमिति मंदिर मठ उच्च श्रेणी उच्च जातिर जा पाखरे बेसी जमी थिला अधिकारी माने से माने स्ट्रक्चर हाँ हेलो 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 So now we discuss social structure and gender relations. Social structure. There are many sources for their social structure, social transformation. Sanskrit came out of the clutches of sacredness and became the language of politics and literature. By the end of the period, emergent vernacular language started challenging the domination of Sanskrit in literary production. Various kinds of literary works were produced. अनेक गुड़िए साहित्य कृति देखा मिलता. They included religious texts, poetry and drama, काव्य नाटक, philosophical texts, ये सब देखा मिलता. Social transformation देखा मिलता अर्ली मेडिवल पीरियड रे. Proliferation of caste and subcaste and their social mobility ये जाति रे एवं उपजाति रे अनेक गुड़िए श्रेणी देखा देइतिला, विभागीकरण देखा देइतिला। The social transformation marked a significant departure from the simplistic ideal of a rigid social order. The fourfold Varna system advocated by the Brahmanical texts, जो वर्ण ब्राह्मणिकल टेक्सेस वर्ण थिला, चारि वर्ण, Brahmanical scheme of varnashrama dharma, the ideal division of society into varnas, individual's life into ashramas, continued to be reiterated in the early medieval texts such as the Smritis, commentaries, Tika, Bhaishya, Ritti. The Brahmanical Varna Jati system adopted various social groups. Jati system, Jati Vyavastha, Varna Vyavastha, ସେତେବେଳେ ଅନେକ ସାମାଜିକ ଶ୍ରେଣୀରେ ବିଭକ୍ତ କରିଥିଲା। Several indigenous tribes, ଦେଶୀୟ tribes, frontier people, foreign migrants, occupational groups and religious sects were incorporated into the Varna Jati order, while others were ostracized as Malecha. केतेक तांको बारण कराइतला, बहिष्कार कराइतला, जो मन की बाहरु आस्थिले, फॉरेन माइग्रेंट। आमे जानिबा अनेक गुड़िए सामाजिक व्यवस्था थिला, सेते बेले जाति व्यवस्था थिला। अर्ली मेडिवल प्रोसेसेस लेड टू ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन फ्रॉम वर्ण टू जाति। अनेक गुड़े जाति सृष्टि हला। वर्ण तो प्रथमे ब्राह्मण, क्षत्रिय, वैश्य एवं शूद्र एई भली चारोटी वर्ण रे थिले, किंतु परवर्ती समय रे ताहा अनेक गुड़े जाति रे परिणत हला। The proliferation of jatis became a distinct feature of the society. Combinations and premulations within the Varna order started the process of proliferation of Mishra jatis or mixed caste. Mishra jati सृष्टि हला, ताको मिक्स कास्ट कहा गला। priestly class to Brahman subcaste. The Brahmins did not constitute a monolithic or homogeneous group. They were subdivided into several gotras. Brahman माने अनेक गुड़िए गोत्र रे भाग भाग हो गले। परवार्स, वंश रे, पक्षांश, अन्यास, गणज, गामिस एई भली भाव रे अनेक गुड़िए भाग रे विभक्त हेले। Inscription use various descriptors such as श्रोत्रिय, आचार्य, पुरोहित। ब्राह्मण माने एई भली भाव रे भाग भाग हो गले। पंडित, महाराजा, पंडित, पाठक, त्रिपाठी, त्रिवेदीन, चतुर्थ वेदीन, दीक्षित, यज्ञनिक, तुलका, अग्निहोत्री, अभशास्त्रिक, अभस्टिन एई भली भाव रे अनेक भाव विभक्त हेले। Two different sects of Brahmins in north-south area. The creation of two different sets of Brahmins associated with their regions, the Pancha Gaudas in northern group and the Pancha Dravidas, the southern group. एवं दुईटी ग्रुप रे विभक्त हेले struggle for power and legitimation. The Brahmins received patronage from the emergent ruling families. शासकीय परिवार सहित जो मैंने शासन करथिले से परिवार सहित माने मिसिले राजा मानकर ठारो से माने साहाय्य पाइले एवं राजा मानकु मध्य धर्म दिगरे संस्कार दिगरे नीति दिगरे अनेक शिक्षा देले Puranic heroes and deities and performing grand sacrifices for them. At the political level, the Brahmins emerged as ideologues and legitimizers of political power. परवर्ती समय रे राजनीतिक क्षमतार मध्य से माने संश्लिष्ट हेले The Brahmanas and their religious establishments such as temples and mathas emerged as the largest beneficiaries of land grant. They acquired considerable property and prestige on account of their relation with ruling elites, feudatories, land grants and other kinds of things. The Brahmanas not only adopted agriculture, which was the primary occupation of Vaishya and Sudra, but also took up various non-traditional professions including trade. Brahmana माने तांकर पूजा कर्म करवा संगे संगे पूजा धर्म करवा संगे संगे देवदेवी पूजा करवा संगे संगे कृषि कार्य में नियोजित होते अनेक काम जो काम नथिला तथापि से करने बाध्य होते ट्रेड वाणिज्य कारबार में लिप्त होते चारुदत्त the hero of the play मिच्छ कार्तिक जोटा कि विशाख दत्त रचना करथिले सेथिरे चारुदत्त हीरो थिले से ब्राह्मण थिले किंतु परवर्ती समय रे वाणिज्य कारबार में से लिप्त होइथिले with the development of jajmani system Jajamani, the Brahmanas also became immobile and remained attached to local social groups who provided patronage in lieu of service offered by the Brahmanas. Jajamani काम मध्य कहूले ruling caste, emergence of ruling caste. शासकीय जाति जो शासन करते अनेक कास्ट जाति देखादेला प्रोलिफेरेशन ऑफ रीजनल पॉलिटिक्स और रूलिंग हाउसेस लेड टू मेनी सोशल ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन ट्रेडिशनल क्षत्रिय वर्ण went into an ideal position and gave way to new clan-based social groups of what were called Rajputras or Rajput. Of early medieval period, early medieval works like Kumara Palacharita, Bharna Ratnakara, Rajatarangini, mention 36 clan of Rajput, 36 राजपूत अछंती बोली करी कहा जाइथिला ए जो राजपूत डोआब राजपूत को छाड़ी देले डोडा a sub-clan of Poromaras, Pipadia, and Mongolaya, sub-clans of the Guhilaj, Devada, Mohila and Suni, sub-clans of Chahamanos, and Dodhicha, a sub-clan of the Rathors. Rathors ବଂଶର ଏମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ତାଙ୍କର ଡିଭିଜନ ଥିଲା. From the course of time, many factors contributed towards this sub-clan formation. ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଉପଜାତି, ସେଇ ମୁଖ୍ୟ ଜାତି ଭିତରେ ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଉପଜାତି, ଅନେକ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ବିଭାଗୀକରଣ ଦେଖାଦେଲା. Divergent social groups got incorporated in the new social political fold of Rajputra, including Sudraj. Rajputra ଏବଂ ଶୂଦ୍ର ମାନଙ୍କର ସଂସ୍ପର୍ଶରେ ସମ୍ପର୍କ ତାଙ୍କର ମିଶ୍ରଣରେ ନୂଆ ଜାତି ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଲା. That is why the ବୃହତ୍ ଧର୍ମ ପୁରାଣରେ କୁହାଯାଇଛି ରାଜପୁତ୍ର is a mixed caste and Sudra Kamalakara equates the Rajput with Ugra. A mixed caste born of the union of a Kshatriya man and a Sudra woman. Mixed caste ମିଶ୍ରଣ ଜାତି ସୃଷ୍ଟି ହେଲା କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟ ଏବଂ କ୍ଷତ୍ରିୟ ପୁରୁଷ ଏବଂ ଶୂଦ୍ର ସ୍ତ୍ରୀଙ୍କର ମିଳନରେ. Arab traveler even ଖୁର୍ଦାବା accounts ମଧ୍ୟ ପ୍ରକାଶ କରି ଯେ two types of kshatriyas, sat kshatriyas and asat kshatriyas. So the binary division between pure and other kshatriyas became an important feature of the 12th century CE, attested by many texts and inscriptions. So thereafter, there were some trading caste increasing in numbers. The Vaishyas at first were the trading caste. During this period, 700 to 1200 CE, there were seen increasing numbers in trading caste. Vaishya Dharma, Vaishya Varna also underwent transformation during the early medieval period. Proliferation of caste led to inclusion of multiple professions within the Vaishya Varna. Vaishya became synonymous with Bhanji or merchant during the period. Expansion of agriculture and with association with Sudraj, with agriculture, କୃଷି କାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ ଶୂଦ୍ରମାନଙ୍କ ସହିତ ଏମାନଙ୍କୁ କାମ କରିବାକୁ ପଡୁଥିଲା. First, Vaishya to give up their traditional duties assigned by Shruti. We have some references of their settlements known as Bhanji Gram. Proliferation of crafts and various kinds of artisanal productions led to expansion of Bhanji caste. Primarily associated with gems, pearls, corals, metals, woven clothes, perfumes. ये सब सेते बेले मर्चेंट माने भांजी माने व्यवसाय करुथिले। The 9th century Siadoni inscription shows how a salt dealer or nimak bhanija, salt dealers kuhaithla nimak bhanija, whose father was also nimak bhanija and who made several donations to religious establishment, and at the end became a member of nimak jati. This is how a hereditary profession turned into a caste status rather than varna. ସେମାନଙ୍କ କାମ ପରବର୍ତ୍ତୀ ସମୟରେ ଜାତିରେ ପରିଣତ ହେଲା ଏବଂ ତାହା ପନ୍ଥାନୁକ୍ରମିକ ହୋଇଗଲା। ଶୂଦ୍ର ଜାତି or mixed caste. Earlier medieval processes also led to the proliferation of number of low or inferior Shudra jatis. Brahma Vaivarta Purana dated between 10th to 15th century CE from Bengal registered 17 Sat Shudra jatis and various Asat Shudra jatis with Patita and Adharma Patita or Adharma titles implying their impure or untouchable status. So the Brihad Dharma Purana from 12th to 13th century Bengal recorded 36 mixed caste or mixed Sudras of non-Brahman status. Thereafter, the new caste were emerged during 700 to 1200 CE. Sometimes untouchables were also called the fifth Varna. Certain groups were placed at the bottom of the social hierarchy. They faced severe socio-cultural segregation and discrimination by Varna Jati order. Chandala became a synonymous for untouchables. The practice of untouchability intensified in the early medieval period. Brahmanical law books like Vishnu Smriti and Praityana Smriti used the word Asprishya for first time. Several aboriginal tribes such as Billas, Kaivartas, Medas and Kolikas were also made untouchables because of their refusal of Brahmanical order. Brahmanical order, Brahmana manଙ୍କର ନୀତି ନିୟମ ତାଙ୍କର ଧର୍ମକୁ ଏମାନେ ଅମାନ୍ୟ କରିଥିବାରୁ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଅଛୁଆଁ ଜାତି ଭାବରେ ବିବେଚିତ କରାଯାଉଥିଲା। The untouchables, emergence of Kayastha as a community of the scribes is another important social development of the period. ଆଉ ଗୋଟେ ଜାତି ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ କାୟସ୍ଥ କୁହାଯାଉଥିଲା, ଯେଉଁମାନେ କି ରାଜକାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରୁଥିଲେ, ଲେଖିବା କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ, ଷ୍ଟୋର କିପର ହିସାବରେ, ରେକର୍ଡ କିପର ହିସାବରେ ସେମାନେ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ କରୁଥିଲେ। They were known as variously as Kayastha, Korana, Koronika, Adhikar, Pustapalaka, ଚିତ୍ରଗୁପ୍ତ, ଲେଖକ, ଡିବିରା, ଧର୍ମ ଲେଖିନ, ଏହିସବୁ ଭାବରେ ସେମାନେ ବିଭିନ୍ନ ନାମରେ ନାମିତ ଥିଲେ। Initially, literate persons from upper Varnas were appointed as Kayastha. Later on, writing documents became an open profession for all. Open profession for all. ପ୍ରାଥମିକ ସ୍ତରରେ उच्च श्रेणीर व्यक्ति माने से माने लेखिबा कार्य रेकर्ड पत्र साहित्य रखिबा कार्य संरक्षण कार्य ये सब करुथिले किंतु परवर्ती समय रे कायस्थ माने से कार्य करिया पई आसिले जेहेतु से कार्यटी समस्त पई खुला हला खाली जे उच्च श्रेणीर लोक मानक पई नथिला साधारण वर्गर अछुआ वर्गर लोक पई मानक मध्य से कार्य खुला रहिथिला ब्राह्मणिकल normative text declared अम्बस्त और वैध अछि वैध माने मध्य देखिबा को मिलितला नुआ जाति हिसाब रे फिजिशियन एज शूद्र मानक भितर मध्य वैध काम करुथिले चिकित्सा काम करुथिले there might be various reasons perhaps because of their scientific outlook or perhaps their association with Buddhist monasteries Buddhist मठ गुड़िक सहित बौद्ध धर्म सहित बौद्ध ग्रंथ सब माने पठन करुथिले बौद्ध मानक सहित मिसुथिले बौद्ध मानक ठारू अनेक कथा जानिथिले अनेक ज्ञान आहरण करुथिले चिकित्सा क्षेत्र रे सेति पई से माने ए वैध काम मध्य करिबा को आगे आसिथिले एवं परवर्ती समय रे ए वैध जातिर कथारे जातिर परिणत हला अनेक गुड़े ट्राइब बा कास्ट बा जाति देखिबा को मिलला लैंड ग्रांट्स मेड इन इंटीरियर कंट्रीसाइड along with villages and patches of forest led state society to come face to face with tribes inhabited there. Brahmanas appropriated tribal cults into the Brahmanical fold. ब्राह्मण माने से ट्राइबल संस्कृति को तांकर ब्राह्मणिकल ब्राह्मण्य धर्म रे मध्य शामिल करै पारिथिले ब्राह्मण्य संस्कृति रे शामिल करै पारिथिले या को से माने ठीक बोली भाबिथिले जेमिति हम गुटे उदाहरण नेबा जे Jagannath cult of Puri is the best example of tribal integration which emerged under the patronage of Ganga dynasty in early medieval Odisha. Entire tribe did not convert to Jati or Varna. Some groups from the same tribe were incorporated at the highest level. Brahma, Nar, Kshatriyas, or at the lowest level, Sudra and even untouchables. Brahmanized tribal groups such as Abhira Brahmana, Ambasta Brahmanas, and Boyas Brahmana are some best examples. Boyas, who were prominent tribal community in the Nellore, Guntur regions of Deccan, turned into Brahmanas and emerged as prominent local power of the Deccan. क्यों ट्राइबल जनजाति माने जो माने जंगल रहुथिले बन रे रहुथिले वनवासी माने से माने परवर्ती समय रे अभिर ब्राह्मण अवस्थ ब्राह्मण एवं बुया ब्राह्मण नाम रे परिचित हेले एवं एपरिकी राजकार्य रे मध्य से माने शामिल हेले अस्तशास्त्र रे कहा जाइछि जे दास मानक विषय दास मान मध्य थिले सेते बेले दास अस्तशास्त्र रे कहा जाइछि जे पांच प्रकार दास देखा मिलूला मनुस्मृति रे कहा जाइछि 7 प्रकार दास एवं नारद स्मृति रे 15 प्रकार दास देखा मिले There were distinctions among slaves based on their birth, purchase, mortgage, gift, inheritance, voluntary enslavement, capture in war, indebtedness, ଅନେକ ପ୍ରକାର ଦାସ ଦେଖିବାକୁ ମିଳୁଥିଲା। କେହି ବଂଶଗତ ତାଙ୍କର କିଣା ଦାସ ମିଳୁଥିଲା, କେହି ବନ୍ଧକ ଭାବରେ ଦାସ ଥିଲେ, କାହାକୁ ଉପହାର ଭାବରେ ଦାସ ଦିଆଯାଉଥିଲା, କେହି ନିଜେ ସ୍ୱେଚ୍ଛାକୃତ ଭାବରେ ସେ ଦାସତ୍ୱ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁଥିଲେ। କେହି ଯେତେବେଳେ ଯୁଦ୍ଧ ଦ୍ୱାରା ପରାଜିତ ହେଉଥିଲେ ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦାସ ରୂପରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରାଯାଉଥିଲା। Slaves were items of sale and purchase. Slaves ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦାସ ମାନଙ୍କୁ ଜିନିଷ ଭାବରେ ବ୍ୟବହାର କରାଯାଉଥିଲା, ତାଙ୍କୁ ବିକ୍ରୟ ବିକ୍ରି କରାଯାଉଥିଲା, କିଣା ମଧ୍ୟ ହେଉଥିଲା, କିଣା ଯାଉଥିଲା ବି। Slavery existed in South India since the late Sangam period. In South India, slaves were considered as private property. Inscription record that both male and female were sold to temples. मंदिर ପାଇଁ ମଧ୍ୟ କିଣା ଯାଉଥିଲା, ବିକ୍ରୟ ହେଉଥିଲା ତାଙ୍କୁ। ସେମାନେ ଯେଉଁ ଫିମେଲ ମାନେ ଦାସ ରୂପରେ ଆସିଥିଲେ ମନ୍ଦିରକୁ, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ଦେବଦାସୀ କୁହାଯାଉଥିଲା, ଦେବଦାସୀ। Those people who did not accept the values, ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ, ଆମେ ଜାଣିବା ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ କୁହାଯାଉଥିଲା, ସେମାନେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଛୁଆ ଯାଉଥିଲା। ଯେଉଁ ଲୋକମାନେ ସେମାନେ ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ଧର୍ମର, ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ସମାଜର ଆଦର୍ଶ, ମୂଲ୍ୟବୋଧ ଏବଂ ନୀତି ନିୟମକୁ ଗ୍ରହଣ କରୁନଥିଲେ, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ କୁହାଯାଉଥିଲା। In earlier medieval period, large numbers of tribes were incorporated into the expanding Brahmanical society at various levels. Some of them resisted Brahmanical social order or the expanding state society. They remained outside and designated as ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ। ସେମାନେ ବାହାରେ ରହିଲେ, ଗାଁ ବାହାରେ ରହିଲେ, ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ମାନଙ୍କ ଠାରୁ ଦୂରରେ ରହିଲେ, ବ୍ରାହ୍ମଣ ମାନଙ୍କର ନୀତି ନିୟମ, କର୍ମକାଣ୍ଡ, ତାଙ୍କର ଆଦର୍ଶ ଏସବୁକୁ ଅମାନ୍ୟ କଲେ, ସେମାନଙ୍କୁ ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ କୁହାଗଲା। Several early medieval texts speak about ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ, such as ବୃଦ୍ଧର୍ମ ପୁରାଣ, ବର୍ଣ୍ଣ ରତ୍ନାକର। In these literatures, some tribes like Billhas, Pulindas, and Sabaraj of Vindhyan valleys were depicted as antisocial. ରାଜତରଙ୍ଗିଣୀ, କଲ୍ହାଣଙ୍କର ରାଜତରଙ୍ଗିଣୀରେ ମଧ୍ୟ କୁହାଯାଇଛି ଯେ the ମ୍ଲେଚ୍ଛ chiefs of Ashtar, Skandha, Gilgit regions as backward and outsiders in the Pale of the Kashmiri. संपर्क, gender relations, हमें जानिबा। The gender relations could easily be understood by studying women's position in the patriarchal society with reference to her property rights, say in marriages, widowhood, sati system, education, and some exceptional roles in politics and administration. Property right of women, स्त्री मानकर property right, संपत्ति अधिकार थिला। ब्राह्मणिकल लॉ बहिरे, ब्राह्मण लॉ बहिरे recognized women's right to inherit property in the absence of male heirs. जदि परिवार रे बा पिता मातंकर पुत्र नथिले से माने निजर कन्या माने से संपत्तिर अधिकार करि पारुथिले. Inscription of King Kumarapala of Gujarat, dated to 1150 CE, prescribed widow's right to inherit her husband's landed property. विधवा मानकर मध्य अधिकार थिला जे तांकर स्वामींकर जमी पाइबा पाई. Another from Acha Puran, Tamil Nadu of Rajaditya Chola II talks about Sabha or assembly decision of a Brahman of the village to permit a widow to inherit the lands and other property of her husband. Early medieval inscription also indicate that a few of queens and wives of feudatories became fief holders in the lifetime of their partners. Some of them donated their fiefs to temples and brahmanas. अनेक राणी एवं सामंत मानकर स्त्री माने सामंत राजा स्त्री माने से माने मध्य संपत्तिर अधिकार होथिले, राज संपत्तिर अधिकार होथिले एवं अनेक निज स्वाधीन भावरे से माने तांकर संपत्ति को मंदिर पाई पूजा पाई ब्राह्मण मानकु दान पाई से माने नियोजित करथिले. Some of them contributed towards religious architecture, repair, renovation of temple and temples. अनेक ये सब जो मंदिर निर्माण मठ निर्माण बा धर्म संबंधी जो निर्माण सब होथिला कारुकार्य सब होथिला टेम्पल्स मरामती पाई टैंक गुड़ी को मरामती पाई करबा पाई से माने अर्थ प्रदान करुथिले तांकर संपत्ति दान करुथिले. Temple dancing girls or Devora Tial were also assigned shares in temples, land, revenue and taxes. Women landholding rights varied according to their social status. Raja Tarangini also mentioned many women donor builders in Kashmir, including female rulers. Sugandha, Didda and Suryamati ei mane दान करुथिले निज संपत्ति रो दान करुथिले. रानी रत्न देवी एवं जो माने राज परिवार रे नथिले सुसल्ला चिंता भालगा संभवती एई भली नारी माने निज संपत्ति को मध्य समय दान करुथिले समस्तंकर मंगल पाई. Early medieval texts increasingly lowered the marriageable age of girls while prescribing no rules for men. Pre-poverty marriage was made common. Alberuni observed the same thing among Hindus, and the normal age for a Brahmana bride was 12 years. अति कम बयस विवाह कर दिया. In South India as well, the pre-poverty marriage and bride price dowry became the norm in society. Dowry system যৌতুକ ପ୍ରଥା ମଧ୍ୟ ସେତେବେଳେ ଥିଲା. A girl's path was not welcomed in the family. परिवार रे कन्या जन्म को से माने पसंद करनथिले। Widowhood and Niyoga. Brahma Purana allows remarriage of a child widow or one forcibly abandoned or abdicated. Widow marriage. Widow marriage ब्रह्म पुराण रे कहा जायछि सेतेबेले विधवा विवाह थिला। जो विधवा माने छोट समय रे विधवा होई जाउथिले, कम बयस रे विधवा होई जाउथिले, से माने पुनर्बार विवाह होउथिले। While Medhaditi commentary on Manusmriti and others disapproves widow remarriage. The same practice was not observed among lower caste. निम्न श्रेणी निम्न वर्गीय जाति रे प्रायतः रिमेरेज देखा मिलुनथिला। लेख पद्धति reveals that divorce was very common among the lower section of society. While rules for divorce were not enshrined in the Brahmanical texts, the upper caste men exercised strong control over their women through the institution of marriage and prohibition of divorce. The Brahmanical literature also disfavored the earlier practice of Niyoga. Niyoga, especially of a woman with her younger brother-in-law, challenged the gender hierarchy on one hand, the kinship hierarchy on the other hand. Under such circumstances, among with the complex inheritance laws, the practice of yoga was increasingly discarded in the early medieval period. जे उडो हेला परे निजर ब्रदर इन लॉ ए भली व्यक्ति जो विवाह करा जाउथला ताहा मध्य ए प्रैक्टिस योग प्रैक्टिस वाज इन मेडिवल पीरियड रे देखिबा को मिलु नथला। सती सिस्टम बा सतीदाह प्रथा उइडो बर्निंग बा सती हेबा पई निजर स्वामीर चिता नाଳରେ ध्यास देवाक पड़ुଥିଲା ଏବଂ ତାହା ସେମାନଙ୍କର ସାମାଜିକ ପ୍ରେଷ୍ଟିଜ୍ ଥିଲା ବୋଲି ଜଣା ପଡୁଥିଲା, social prestige. The practice of widow burning or sati became a more pronounced practice in the early medieval period. Textual and inscriptional records show it, but it was mainly confined to upper strata, more particularly to ruling and military elite. विशेष करी उच्च वर्गर लोक मान उच्च श्रेणी लोक मान पाखरे यही सती व्यवस्था सती सिस्टम देखा मिलूला। In northern India, practice of sati was more popular in the northwest, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh. उत्तर भारतर उत्तर पश्चिम दिगर अनेक अंचल अनेक राज्य रे स्थान रे राजस्थान एवं मध्य प्रदेश ए स्थान मानकरे ए अंचल मानकरे सतीदाह प्रथा विशेष भाव में बहुल परिमाण रे देखा दउथला। Rajatharangini also records several instances of sati practice in the royal family of Kashmir. They are not only royal women but also near relative ministers like ministers, servants and nurses burned themselves on the funeral pyre of their master. तांकर राजार तांकर प्रभु मानकर खाली जे निजर स्त्री चिता नाल झास दउथला ताहा नुहे, तांको सहित जे जदि चाहूथिला ता रिलेटिव्स मानक भितरे संपर्क मानक भितरे सर्वेंट्स चाकर मान भितर नर्सेस बा जो सेवा करुले किए चाहूला चिता नाल झास दौला आईटा से माने गोटे सोशल प्रेस्टिज भाव निजक विवेचित कर समाज उच्च स्थान अच्छे से सूचौले बाणभट्ट also talks about the practice of हर्षचरित practice in हर्षचरित बाणभट्ट उल्लेख कर सती मेमोरियल स्टोन्स फ्रॉम वेस्टर्न मध्य प्रदेश एंड राजस्थान एंड सतीसत्व plaques from Ahichhatra also attest to the practice. The practice was glorified everywhere in India, but it remained more status symbol than a common custom of all communities. Women education स्त्री शिक्षा मध्य सेते बेले ध्यान दौले नॉट कंसीडर्ड फॉर्मल एजुकेशन कोठी फॉर्मल एजुकेशन स्कूल गृह शिक्षा जाऊन मीटाकस्सर explained that women are like Sudra, having no rights to Upanayana rituals, which debarred women from entering into educational life. ताको शूद्र हिसाब रे मध्य विवेचित करा जाउथला अनेक ऐतिहासिक मत दियंती आसह 8th century commentators on Narada Smriti justified the women's dependency on the ground that they lacked proper education and well-developed understanding. Elite women had some access to education and military training. Lower caste women had traditional training of their caste-based profession. जो माने उच्च श्रेणी स्त्री लोक मैंने थे किसी शिक्षा दिला केतेक समय सामरिक शिक्षा सामरिक ट्रेनिंग दि जाऊला जो मैंने नीच श्रेणी स्त्री थे से निजर कास्ट निजर जातिगत जो प्रोफेशन सब कार्य सब से शिक्षा से ग्रहण करते जमी कारीगरी विद्या हाथ काम एवं folk knowledge. There were some stray references of Sanskrit poetesses. Eminent poet of 9th century Rajsekhar refers to some poetess. अनेक गुड़िए नारी कवि मान को उल्लेख करा जाइछि सेमाने थिले शिला भट्टारिका विजिका प्रभुदेवी भिकांत नितंबा and Subhadra. Like men, women can also be poet. पुरुष मान को परी नारी मान मध्य कवि ही पारुथिले कविता लिखि पारुथिले. The poet Dhanadev also. The poet Dhanadeva also mentioned some poets such as Morika and Marula, who are adept in writing poetry, achieve education, own debates, and attain proficiency in speaking about everything. अनेक गुड़िए नारी देखा मिलूले जदिओ से शिक्षार प्रसार बेसी नाला स्कूल शिक्षार व्यवस्था नाला नारी मान तथापि अनेक गुड़िए नारी शिक्षित हो पारी अनेक गुड़िए कार्य से निपुण हो पारी काव्य कविता लिखार से धुरीण हो पारी पारंगम हो पारी अनेक गुड़िए शिक्षा तो कवि हिसाब से राजनीति अनेक नारी मान देखा मिले शासन क्षेत्र में नारी मान देखा मिले राजतरंगिणी कहुई बेस्ट एग्जांपल ऑफ फीमेल रूलरशिप ऑफ अर्ली मेडिवल पीरियड. It takes not only highlights the women sovereign rulers, but also of women's agency behind the throne. This text provides the reign of three female rulers of Kashmir. କାଶ୍ମୀରରେ ତିନି ଜଣ ରାଣୀ ତିନି ଜଣ ସ୍ତ୍ରୀ ଲୋକ ରାଜକାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ସମ୍ପାଦନ କରୁଥିଲେ। ସେମାନେ ଥିଲେ ଯଶୋବତୀ, ସୁଗନ୍ଧା and Didda of Ganda, Utpala and Jasakara dynasties respectively, in opposition to 104 male rulers. In politics also, there were some royal and non-royal women were also shown patronizing religious buildings and other activities. The nature of society and state remain patriarchal in nature with some non-patriarchal possibilities. So Vijaya Mahadevi became the ruler after her husband's death in eastern Chalukya of Bengal. Deva Barasi also ruled in lieu of her minor son for a Kadambas of Varanasi in Karnataka. So being rulers, some of the royal women were appointed as governors. ସେମାନେ ଶାସନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ତୁଳେଇବା ସଙ୍ଗେ ସଙ୍ଗେ ଅନେକ ନାରୀ ସେହି ସମୟରେ ଶାସକୀୟ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ଶାସନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ନିଜକୁ ନିୟୋଜିତ କରିଥିଲେ। royal women were appointed as governors, administrator ହିସାବରେ, village chieftains, ଗାଁ ମୁଖିଆ ହିସାବରେ ମଧ୍ୟ ସେମାନେ ନିୟୋଜିତ ଥିଲେ। Some women succeeded in reaching the ideological bastion of men. So in that time, women were not in the lower part of the society. Some women acquired education. They could able to write some poetry, somewhere in politics, somewhere in administration had performed well administration, sound administration for the people. So now class is over. If any doubt? No, thank you.
Thank you, sir.